Namaste. The legacy and heritage of Indian classical music have inspired people from time immemorial. Capturing the essence of this very feeling, the IMG organizes Viraasat. The event has been a witness to budding instrumentalists, dancers, and vocal generations carrying forward the legacy of their art. Today, we go back in time and give you a glimpse of the experience shared by two young artists, Harneet Singh and Gargi Datar, who have graced our stage at Viraasat.
Hello, everyone. My name is Harneet Singh, and I just very recently completed my BA in Economics and Statistics from St. Xavier's College, Mumbai. And right now, I am at London in LSE pursuing my Masters in Economics. Um, I had performed at Viraasat 2018. It was the first time that this competition was held. And I have been associated with IMG after that in 2019-20 as a part of the execcom. Um, my journey in classical music started 14 years ago when I was 7 years old, and I had started learning tabla then. By the age of 11, I was also interested in classical vocal, and I have been learning these two things since then.
Hi, I'm Gargi Datar. I graduated from Xavier's in the year 2019 and I pursued mass media. Um, I was introduced to Kathak since forever, I think, because my mother is a Kathak dancer and she also happens to be my guru. And I grew up in the city of Pune, which is quite famous for how culturally rich it is. So, ever since I remember, this is something that has been ingrained in me, has been a big part of my life. So, I've been learning Kathak since I was 5 years old, and I recently completed my Alankar a couple of years back. So, I finished my master's in Kathak, and now I am a practitioner as well as a teacher. um, Obviously, the last couple of years in the pandemic have been tough for all performing artists. But I think the good part about even Indian classical music is that it has the power to keep itself rooted in the culture, the knowledge that already exists. But it also gives you wings to sort of try and explore new things, have a fresh perspective to new things, which is something that I think helped every Indian classical artist in the pandemic.
Classical music has been a very important part of my life. It has helped at each step of my way, whether be it in school, during my exams, or even in college. It has helped me manage my stress, and I think IMG has been a big part of my college journey. Right from the first year when I had started performing for Viraasat, the entire experience of attending Jan Fest, to the second year where I actually had the courage to apply as an execom member, and just like managing the entire committee and having that experience of interacting with so many great artists, people only that you have heard and have seen from uh, a distance, and actually knowing how they perform and knowing the other side of it, how they actually feel while performing, and talking to them before the performance. I think that was the greatest part of being associated with the IMG. And it's just a great institution in general, because it's very rare to see institutions like IMG in this day and age, which can help students of and people of this generation have that connect to our culture and to our rich legacy of classical music. So I'm very indebted to IMG for its existence, and I just really miss the entire library and the recordings. So it's just been a great experience.
Indian music group in college was my people kind of a group, right? Because there were people who were like-minded. There were people who actually understood what you were saying. They understood if you said, "Oh, I can't miss Riyaz today." They didn't question it like most of your other friends do, because they don't know how much dedication, how much time, how much commitment is required for any kind of Indian classical art form. So other than that, I think IMG was just a breath of fresh air. You would walk in over there and you just take in the environment of that little room walled with endless great numbers and just the people over there. So I think I've had some of the nicest memories in that little room over there. And of course, Jan Fest, from teaching 60 girls how to drape a sari to waking up, not sleeping for 3 days, but still just being there and just watching stalwarts on stage perform and just take your heart away is something that I will cherish forever.
My experience of performing at Viraasat was surreal. That was because it was my first public performance as a vocalist, and I was very grateful to the judges and the committee that entire year that I was chosen to perform at Virasat. And it was just a very beautiful experience performing before an actual artist, sitting on the stage where you have seen so many concerts happening, and having a wonderful audience at that time. So I would really encourage all of those people who have been learning wonderful art, whether it's music or dance, to please apply for Virasat and just give yourself to this experience. It will just change your lives. Thank you.
I got to perform at Viraasat in my second year, and I performed with a senior of mine. And even though we both come from different gharanas in Kathak, it was a wonderful experience. And it was great that, the college acknowledges, recognizes, and even supports and pushes you forward to pursue something like this, along with your studies, which is why I think Virasat is wonderful. Also for every connection that you make in college, because Kathak is such a big part of my life, but I could never really share that with anybody in college. But I think Virasat was a platform where I could. Everyone finally knew what I mean by when I say I'm a Kathak dancer. So it was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience, and it's something. It's one of the most important memories from college that is still very close to me, and I will take with me forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Harneet and Gargi, for sharing your enriching journey. We hope you can join us at Viraasat 2021 on 11th December at 6:30 p.m. Catch us on Insider Live to witness an evening of soulful performances.